Pete Carroll, whose teams typically excel in prime time. But that'll be the first time in this environment as Seahawks for Pro Bowl pass rusher Ziggy Ansah and Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney told me he's still very much learning this defense, and that slowed him down at times on the field. And while veterans like Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright have certainly helped him, Pete Carroll said that learning is a two-way street.
We're the ones that have to do the learning, and you can do as much as you want in practice, but until you see them, in full flight in games, you don't really know. So we've logged some good information. I think it's going to be a couple more weeks before they're at their best. I hate to say that because we need them right now, but they're going for it, but we'll use them more effectively when we know them even better. So we're working at that.
Carroll, of course, famously finding ways for his players to do what they do best on the field, told me this is a unique circumstance with Ziggy Ansah not playing till week 3 and acquiring Jadeveon Clowney right before the season. Also a reason why the Seahawks are confident their currently 8th-ranked defense will only improve as the season wears on.
Omar, thank you. That's a little on the Seattle defense. How about the Rams offense? Left side of the column there, that's the last 2 years for the Rams. Great offense. 2019 for the Rams, good offense. Not great, though. Maybe quite good, but not the excellence that we are used to seeing. So let's bring in a couple of Super Bowl champions right now and talk about this. Willie McGinest has 3 Super Bowl rings. That's what the Seahawks and Rams are fighting for, and the rest of the teams. James Jones won his Super Bowl ring in the NFC as well. How do they get back on track on offense here?
I mean, I look at that board. I look at that board and I see 22nd
in rush. Yeah.
The way you get back to being a dominant offense is you get the ball to Todd Gurley. I understand everybody saying, oh, we want to save him for the playoffs. There is not going to be no playoffs if you do not get this kid the ball. You see him. This does not look like an injured Todd Gurley right here running the football. It looks like a frustrated Todd Gurley. Give me the ball because these are the things that I can do. Let's get back to running the football. When I watch it, does not look like he is injured. He is fighting for every yard. He is running hard. He looks very good. Get him the ball. He makes it easier on everybody on that offense, Jared Goff included. Get him the ball, play action pass, let's run it. When he touches the football 20-plus times, they are 26-8. When he doesn't, they are 9-19.
Wow.
So you can think, okay, we got Jared Goff. We paid him all this money. He's going to take us to the promised land, throwing this football. Cooper Kupp is back. That's not going to happen. The way to winning is getting the ball to Todd Gurley, and you better get it to him fast and in a hurry because if not, you're going to be looking down on this division, and it's going to be rough for you.
And they haven't been giving him the ball. 15 touches, that's probably the worst in his career. Scrimmage yards, he's down. And then when you talk about rush per carry, it's the worst since 2016. But teams understand that, James. They understand you got to slow him down. So forget me throwing numbers at you. Sarah, run the tape. Let me show you what teams are doing. They're crowding the front. They're making it tough. He loves to get outside. Here's Carl Nassib right here. Wide 9 technique. Take away the outside right now. Make him run through that running lane, which he thinks is a running lane. And then you got 4 guys that's going to converge on him and make the tackle. That's going to the right. Same thing on the left. This time they're going to do it with a cornerback. He's trying to get outside. This is an outside play. The corner comes up right now and dictates where he has to go. Stop. Stop your feet from going. Guys, hustle to the football. And not only that, once they get them to be one-dimensional and they stop the running game and they get behind like they did against the Bucs, what are teams doing up front defensively? They're throwing a lot of coverages. They're doing a lot of stunts and things up front to Jared Goff. So when you watch him and you watch what they're trying to do to him, they're loading the box. This is almost 7 guys in the box right here. Levante David looks like he's rushing. He's dropping out. We call that a radar because he's radaring the slant. He throws it right into coverage. Yeah. He's not reading or understanding what's going on. And then right here, they bring a safety blitz. 8 guys in the box right here, and they're playing man on the back end. So what they're doing is they're playing tight coverage. They're not giving up those big windows that they were doing before. They're putting a lot of guys up front. They're stunting, bringing different guys, whether it's corners, safeties, linebackers, and they're putting the pressure on him, making him make decisions.
Seattle defense, great at home, but just average, statistically speaking, they give up 22 points a game. Maybe this is the week that we see them get on track. That will kick off week number 5. Week number 5 is also the first weekend we see our first international game of 2019. Raiders and Bears live from London. Bears are going to fly to the UK tomorrow. Raiders already practicing there and visiting with some NFL fans overseas right now. Practicing without Vontaze Burfict, who's been suspended for the rest of the year for a series of illegal hits.
but hurts our team really bad. And I'm anxious to see what the appeal says. I'm not happy about it at all. And I don't want to say anything else. I'm obviously upset about it.
As we say, we're all about people, but sometimes we don't get to know people, right? I think he's one of the most misunderstood people in the NFL. I didn't know anything about him except what some friends that were, from LA, played high school football with him, told me, and when he showed up, he quickly turned into one of my favorite teammates I've ever had.
Meanwhile, the Bears are still in Illinois until tomorrow. Stacey Dales is with them.
Week 4 marked the first career game that Bears linebacker Roquan Smith has missed. It was a shocker to all of us. Head coach Matt Nagy has maintained all week, including today, that it's a private and personal matter, and it will be day-to-day moving forward. But very happy to announce that his linebacker would be back in full capacity at practice starting on Wednesday. Now, Smith himself, he was a little bit more committal in terms of his status heading to London. We asked him about his emotions and his expectations to play.
Thank you, but no, I'm good. It was personal. It's behind me, so more so just looking forward to getting better today out at practice and going back to work with my guys.
Do you want to play this week in London against the Oakland Raiders?
We'll play this week.
And again, important to note for clarity, when asked if this was a family matter or a legal matter, Roquan Smith maintained it's been a personal issue. He said, as you can see, I am fine now. I have put this behind me and very excited for his first trip ever to London with his Bears teammates. The team will be traveling on Thursday night of this week with an arrival in the UK on Friday.
That's the defense. Other side of the ball going through some stuff as well. Mitchell Trubisky expected to miss the game with a shoulder injury, which means that we will see Chase Daniel again under center. And he looked pretty good when he came in last week. A completion percentage of 73, a 101 passer rating through a touch.